Huh? Is what?
Right there. Hey, welcome back, guys. I'm sorry we're late today. Partially my fault. Long night, long day, and I was running late, so all on me. I know people don't believe that because I'm rarely late for anything. But anyway,
Mm.
I got Miss Monique here. I mean, shit. Dominique, Mimi. There we go. Wow, that's how tired I am. Miss Dominique said she wanted to just sit in and observe today, but we already know how that's gonna go.
She gonna be a part.
She gonna be a part. I mean, I think I got a couple of good topics. We'll see what happens. Mimi, before we get started, what you smoking? I heard you talking some
Um,
trash over there.
Pappy Van Winkle, I love
So
it.
you boss smoking today. I get you. Pappy Van Winkle is a
It's a good
pretty,
stick. It's
pretty good
smooth.
stick.
It's real smooth. And I'ma actually smoke the whole thing. I only smoke half and then I be
I've
like,
never
I'm
paid
done.
attention.
Yep.
Why do you only smoke half?
You know what? Sometimes it's just my mood. And today it's like one of them long days. I probably smoked the whole thing. Who
If
knows?
it's a long day, a good stick and a
And a
stiff
nice
drink.
drink. Yep.
Yep. I am on Roman Craft today. Roman Craft is probably one of my second favorite brands outside of Drew Estate. So um, I'm definitely going to go home and sleep. I know that much. Hey guys, we are in a remote location today. We are at the Spot Cigar and Bourbon Lounge
Nice.
on Highway 6. Two nice brothers, Mr. Larry and Mr. Thomas. New lounge. Come check it out. Nice, quiet atmosphere space so you can sit down and you don't have to be on top of each other. They like red, not my favorite color, but he's a Kappa,
There
so
she go with
we
that
let it do
red.
what it do. But I do want to thank Larry and Thomas for letting us sit down tonight and take up part of their space and go live here at the Spot Cigar and Bourbon Lounge.
We gonna have to get you something pink. I'm gonna buy you a present.
No. Listen,
I'm gonna buy
the
her a
funny
present.
thing is, I was talking to someone today about an event coming up Thursday, which we'll talk about. And I was like, Lipstick and Smoke is going to be there. And she going to have some red. And I was like, whatever that means. And they was like, you don't like red? I was like, well, she really does pink. But, I mean, you can't walk in my house and see pink. It's just not going to happen.
Next show, I'm gonna have a pink surprise.
Okay.
A
A
pink
pink surprise.
surprise.
Dominique, you not talking, remember?
Dominique, stick your head in the camera. We're gonna have a pink surprise.
All right. All right, guys.
Let's hit these topics. I'm ready.
Well, we gonna start with I don't know. I was debating on which one, but I think last time we met, you wanted to discuss high value versus high income men. There is a difference.
Very.
High value versus high income men. When a woman says she wants a high value man, is she wanting a high value man or she wanting a high income man?
I think these days a lot of women geared towards the high income because they don't know better. I'm just saying.
You think? So you prefer high income over high
No,
value?
I said today some of these women want more high income than they do high value. I ain't say me. I rather high value than your income.
Well, what happens if they have enough income to cover up for not having high values? I mean, at the end of the
Are we
day,
talking about Bill Gates' income, or are
well,
we
I
talking
mean, you tell
about
me. You tell me what is enough income that you can overlook that they're not a high value
because
man.
Bill Gates' income, I can overlook a lot of shit.
I mean,
I
we
mean, let's
Jeff
just
Bezos. I mean,
yeah. I mean, you fly me to space and shit. I ain't gonna. You ain't got to value nothing.
okay. So let's knock it down to just you know a few thousand. I mean, tell me other than Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, what would constitute you able to say, I'll take a little less here because he got more money here. Dominique, you got something to
Can I
say?
plead the fifth for a second? Go on, Dominique.
Okay, I'm gonna step onto the spot. Well, okay, my opinion is that high value is okay to be flown wherever and all that, but you kind of know what it is when you are dealing with a high value man. Now, you can have both, but I think a lot of people are getting confused with high value with high income, and value is really about self-awareness
Yes.
and what's going on inside a person, and not the
The
value of
the
the
mental,
money.
the mental.
Yes, the
That's
mental
that's
aspect, the morals, and like I say, the values, his value system. And I think they get it mixed up with high value, high income.
because most. But you got to think about society today. What do women? What do some women? Not all. Even on if you go on social media, what do these women basically want out of a man? Most of the time you see they don't care about the value of a man. They don't care if this man does whatever. If this man have 0, 0, 0, 0 and he flung his money around, some women they overlook the value part
For a little bit.
for a
For a little
little bit.
while. Because once they catch feelings, now they want him to be a high value.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. I think it also plays with maturity plays a part in a woman with that.
Do we? I was listening and I was wanting you guys to say it when we're talking about the maturity and discussing the high valueness of a person. Does respect fall in that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because
You have to respect yourself before you can respect anybody else.
true, but when we're talking about the income versus the high value man, are we looking for a man that respects the woman? Because some people, men, they have money and we like, oh great, they take us where we need to go. They
And
buy us
bypass the
everything,
respect part.
and then you bypass the respect
Yeah.
part, and then they get you out in public, and then they show their ass, and then you're like, you don't know what to say, but you was okay because they had six figures. 6 figures is actually common almost.
And it ain't really nothing now.
Nowadays.
Shit, 6 pack.
It's not, it's not hard to find a six-figure man. I mean, what level of the six-figure is a different story, but it's just not hard to find a six-figure man. So at the end of the day, we're looking at value. It's almost like quantity over quality. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
what
I would choose
what do we
quality.
prefer? I choose quality too. I mean, you can have a whole number of dicks, but I mean, it's just a
If
whole
you
number.
raggedy, that shit ain't gonna work. I
It
mean,
just, I don't know. But I think we brought that up last week, and I wrote it down when we were talking about something. So I think we all agree that a high value man is important to have a high value man for all the more purpose. You get quality
Exactly.
out of a just a regular high value man versus trying to get
The income.
the income. I mean, is it really worth what it is? So that was topic number one. Man, y'all go through these.
They not worth, most of the time it's not worth it.
yeah,
And
exactly.
with a
When
woman
they
that make
making
her
money,
own
absolutely.
believe me, rather be alone than be dealing with somebody that's disrespectful.
Yes.
Or don't value us.
I'd rather have happiness and peace.
Alone but not lonely. Two different things.
Yeah, because some people think if you don't have a man, then you're lonely.
That's not
And
true.
peace of mind gives
is
you takes care
I
of a
take a
lot
piece
of
of mind over a piece of ass, over a piece of thing, over a piece
right
of man, over any piece of anything.
at any time. So I mean, I think as women we need to always remember that being alone, being single,
It's
doesn't constitute,
yeah,
and that doesn't force you to have to accept anything
anything.
because you're trying to just say, hey,
But that also goes back to the mind and the maturity of a woman, because a lot of women can't. They don't know how to get to that peaceful place.
well, it's funny that you said that. There's a lady that I'm trying to, she'll be in Houston soon. She has a self improvement motivational book out, Stephanie Sterling. And there, you are correct. How do we get to that place for ourselves? It's odd that it's weird that we can't find that place because you would think you should know as a person how to make yourself happy, where to go to be happy, how to get into that zone, but we don't. Like
And it's hard to get there.
it's
It's
it's, it's
hard.
hard to get there. You sit there and you like, I just want to be happy, and what constitute happiness for you
What makes you
definitely
happy?
doesn't make the next person
Yes.
happy, but you don't even know what you need
To
to
be
be
happy.
happy.
Exactly. I agree. Absolutely. I think that's you.
That's what makes you. That's why you need to be alone, so that you can. That's right. That's right, and that's important. Sometimes, like I say, alone doesn't mean lonely. It just means taking that time out for self, learning
Yes.
about self, dating yourself, loving yourself
Yes.
before you date somebody else. Sometimes you have to. You got to know you before you can make. First of all, it shouldn't be your responsibility to make somebody happy, and it shouldn't be somebody else's responsibility to make you happy.
You,
Their happiness should add to your happiness.
yes.
I agree with that, and I'm laughing because I'm thinking to myself, um, it is not. You said something that sat right. It just sat there for a hot second. You said it is not their responsibility to make you happy, and it is not your responsibility to make them happy. What happens when we use that term so loosely? You make me so happy. What does that mean? What
Nothing.
does that mean in terms of
I think it's a
you should
moment thing.
already have a happiness within yourself. You should already have peace within yourself.
Exactly.
But then when you tell the next person, "You make me so happy," what are we? Are we meaning in terms of you not giving me stress this week?
I think yeah. I think it's just for that moment. What the mood is, because one minute you could be making me so happy, and the next minute you could be, I want to kill you. So you're right, Kim.
That person having that responsibility of making you happy, and I think that's that's something heavy for a person to carry.
If you think about it, for relationships, we deal with, we hear that.
Yes, we
Like,
do.
you make me so happy.
Uh huh.
What happens when you no longer make me happy? Yeah, exactly. Then when that happiness goes out the door, exactly.
What happens with that?
But that's why you have to learn how to figure yourself out. I think once you come out of it's more on the lines of women that go through real toxic relationships. They don't know how to, they so used to the toxicity, they don't understand that like you said, happiness comes from within self. And when you learn how to find your happy place, it's hard for a person to take you out of that place. I can speak from experience from being in bad relationships. Like you said, Kim, you'll tell the dude, "Oh, you make me so happy because it's just in the moment." Oh, boo boo,
And
and then
that's when the tide change too.
and
'Cause
then
they
yeah,
looking at you like,
and then next thing you know, 2 seconds later, you say to breathe the wrong way. I'm like,
but that's a huge responsibility.
exactly.
You make me happy instead of I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yeah, that's
I'm happy.
That's it. You said it. There's a difference between you make me happy and I'm happy. Because if you're already happy and then somebody enhances that happiness, then I'm happy. But you make me happy means that you're the reason I'm smiling. But the minute you walk away, I no longer have that smile. Um, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It, you listen. People don't get it. It can be very stressful because when a person is trying to keep you happy, they put all the pressure on themselves, and then it becomes way more intense, and it's almost like a job. Like, what do I need to do now to make Dominique happy? What I do need to do now to make Mimi happy?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, other than walking in a house and say, I love you, I care about you, or, you know, how's the weather? You know, we have to do those extra things. And sometimes those extra things are financial.
Yeah.
Um, you working two jobs to make sure the next person is content, and we just don't realize how much pressure that weighs on somebody than to just say, I'm happy with you saying I love you.
Yep. You know, a good book, and I ain't gonna say I read it. I got the audio version. I'm lazy. But love language.
I've
That
heard
is
about
a
that.
very good book. And like you were saying about making yourself happy, learn your love language, because that way you able to speak it, and you're able to, like what we talked about, to piggyback what we talked about the last time about people coming into a relationship with all these demands and expectations. And if you take all of that, the
Their
list,
list,
if you
that
wipe
list.
all of that clean and you come in and say, you know what, I had a fucked up relationship, I've learned from it. This is what I know. This is what I'm not going to do in this relationship. And you learn to communicate with your partner and let them know. That love language book is a very good book. And it
Okay.
teaches you how to become one with yourself. And I think that's another thing. I'm going to just say this. This is my opinion. I think we are scared to know ourselves. We are scared to
Facts.
become one with ourselves. I was telling
Facts.
my friend at work, it's so Americans, and not, it's just we so afraid for anything. We were talking about sex, and I said the best way you learn about yourself is pleasure yourself. Oh no, but I'm like, how you gonna tell a man how to pleasure you if you don't even know what you like?
Well, and that could be another topic or conversation because
But just to throw that in,
at the end of the day, they know what they like. The having that conversation is to some people is not.
taboo is like, oh, I
It's
can't.
not. This is not what we're supposed to discuss
Yeah,
in public. So it's not that when they say ooh, it's like they went home and they know everything and can do everything they want to, know what they want to do. But to hold a conversation among women, it's just not. Especially if you were raised, yeah, that's private. That's because sometimes I sit back and I know we got off. I'm getting off subject, but I sit back and
that's
I
not
listen
common,
to.
uncommon.
That's not uncommon. I listen to women sit in a circle or in a group like we are, and they discuss what they do to their man. And in my head, I'm laughing because I watch too much Lifetime. And
Oh
when
Lord
you have them
Jesus,
kind of conversations, the next woman is envisioning
you
that.
her
Then
and
when
her man.
then then when you turn around and you sleep with
Yeah, you know,
they be like,
you need to get off the
well, you
lifetime.
said he don't like it. I be like, maybe y'all giving too much
Yeah,
information.
you gotta get off the lifetime, man. Come on.
So good talk to keep it to yourself. You don't tell nobody nothing. Cause if you do, then want to try what you
Then you're
got.
gonna be on lifetime. That's basically what Kim just.
A movie.
You're gonna have a
You're gonna be
movie.
on the movie.
One of my good chick friends told me to stop watching Lifetime.
Yes, I had to stop watching Lifetime, and I was a Lifetime watcher. Like
Hey,
every
I
Sun, I
was
would
too,
watch,
long
but
time ago.
I was like, come on now, every man can't get killed in a
It's the
movie.
same.
Plot.
Yeah, but let's not get off. We can
I
go
mean,
on and on.
I can go on by Lifetime, but what I'm gonna say is true enough. But they'll do different. They'll do like they did. They've been doing this cellmate stuff. These women. that committed these murders, and they do those kind of segments. And then Vivica Fox is on every damn Lifetime
Now they
show.
bringing black people into
Yeah,
Lifetime and
they
Hallmark.
have this. So the damn, what's that Tyler Perry show that's horrible? It's horrible.
The Oval.
No, no. The Tyler Perry show with the black chick that they make her be so aggressive, but she's very smart and intelligent. She's a attorney. Oh, have nots.
Oh yeah,
So
that.
that
Oh,
bad
I don't
acting
watch
is
that.
now. Vivica Fox has a show on Lifetime called Keeping Up with the Joneses. Oh my God. I mean, I watch it, but it's only 2 episodes in. But
You
it's,
like it?
the verdict's still out on it, so I don't know.
Hey, we're gonna ask her
It
next
come
week.
on Thursday, so I won't know till next
We're
Thursday.
gonna ask her next time if she like it.
I don't even know if I close my garage now that I think about it.
Oh.
All right, guys. Hey, guys, we normally take a pause, but we're not going to take a pause just for sake of time because I was running late. Hey, Michelle. We got TCA in the building. Hey, Michelle. Um, I was contemplating while we were talking. I kept looking down at my phone. Um, and by the way, thank you, ladies, because I was really tired, but I think y'all have kind of
Uplifted
woke me
you
up just a little bit. Let me tell you, team no sleep. People don't get it. This is like literally a long week for me. I normally have a few moments off to myself. I doubt if I get that this week, but that was my business. I shouldn't be talking about it. All right. So I'm torn between two subjects. So I'm going to go with the one someone asked me to
Is
talk
it a
about.
subject I'm gonna get in trouble on?
Yeah, yeah. You listen. Dominique is keeping you good, so anytime she want to come and hold you down,
Dominique,
that's go.
I haven't got hollered at not one time.
Not one time or cussed out. That's it. Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
You stick. Because first of all, she said she didn't want to be on the show because
We forced her into it.
because she said she holding us back. I just said I was respecting what she does for a living, and I didn't want one of her parents to be like, "Oh, that's who teaching my child." But that's what I said. So
Well, apparently I don't care about no parent calling my job.
yeah, because you stick dicks in your ear. I mean, that's
Yeah. Oh, so we can
we can say what we
we can
want.
say what we want to say now.
So
Oh, shit.
then let's jump into it. Somebody asked me to talk on: is it okay for a woman to take care of a man? Their answer was, that's some new shit going on right now. They don't. They like That's why they can't find a man. The men that they encounter is on this new thing that women are going to take care of them or do the providing, and this person's like, yeah, that ain't my shit. So I mean,
Yeah, what we
they
talking about?
are 44. They're in their 40s.
Hey, everybody, yeah, by that time you should be taking care.
You think?
You think?
You should.
You should.
You should.
But
I think sometimes, I think when you think back in your 20s and you're, get older,